What's up, Get Along gang? Hey, first and foremost, you see that this video is in vertical style because these dudes are like way too tall, and so that's how we're gonna have to film it today. In terms of what this video is about, it's gonna be kind of a study on Menasor and also a Menasor-esque combiner, as you can see here, and also some aftermarket parts. This one over here, over there, from being DNA. And we're also going to look at some aftermarket bits that I got from Punchy's lab. Yeah, Punchy is a good friend to the channel, and he hooked me up with some bits, and it's not like, he was asking me to record a video for it or anything like that. No, he just thought it'd be super cool to send it over based on some social media posts that I had. But of course, I wanted to show it off to y'all as well because it does some really, really cool, unique things, and so it's great to have different options. And so without further ado, let's start the show. Let me see. Maybe I should start moving some of the Menasors off to the side so we can get the focus correct. And you may have asked yourself, why do you have two Motormasters? Because if you follow the channel, you know that I do a lot of work with the Motormaster torso, and I got sick and tired of basically just kind of like removing all the bits all the time. And so anyway, that's the story behind that. Okay, to start with this guy, this is a custom combiner that I made. Not just meaning like I cobbled together unique bits, because this is Grand Scourge? I don't know. But these over here are a combination of Trailbreaker and also Outback. That one unique Stunticon that we got during Combiner Wars. Trailbreaker's TB, his legs are supposed to be red, but Outback had the teal, and I thought it was fitting for that, and so I took it from Outback. The process was a bit invasive. And so I won't go into it too much. And also the teal hands, these are from the G2 Perfect Effect Menasor set or something like that. So in terms of getting this exact look, it is not easy. It is not easy. But anyway, so the first thing that we're going to take a look at is this thing. You see this? So I got this from Punchy's. This is really, really unique. You can see that it's a matrix chamber, right? And it is designed, oh, by the way, and these are just some prints that he printed for me at home. The stuff that you get on Shapeways from his Shapeways shop is actually very, very crisp and clean. And, it's kind of like this one's super duper clean too. Yeah, but anyway, so yeah, full disclosure, you're not going to see these lines if you buy it from his shop. These are just some things that he hooked up for me. So anyway, yeah. Okay. So the matrix chamber, you can put whatever type of Titan Master, or in this case, this little thing, Power Gem, or whatever this is. You know what? I was looking for my Titan Returns cup head, like cup, because I thought it would have been cool just to have a cup face staring at you, but I couldn't find it. And then these plug into those nodules that we have sticking out from the chest. And that's pretty rad, dude. I don't know if it can close on itself. Okay, not fully. But that's rad, dude. That's so cool. And I feel like having something like that for these types of combiners where you can kind of give them a different presence by saying like it's a different like infinity gem or something slotted inside. I think that's really, really awesome. And Punchy also provided this nice little Menasor gun too. So that will fit on his hand like that. Nice little cool Menasor pistol over there. And also one of the reasons why I brought this dude is I want to use his limbs for some of the other Menasor swaps. But so for now, let me start removing his limbs. Yeah, this is one of my favorite combiners. I used to make a lot. Like all blue, all red, all sorts of this, all sorts of that. And Combiner Wars was honestly one of my favorite lines because I'm a huge Combiner nerd. Love the whole Scramble City gimmick. And by the way, before we go into more of the Menasor stuff, let me actually show you some of the other things that Punchy provided. So this is a nice fist, right? Yeah, it's a pretty large size fist, comparable to, in terms of scale, it's pretty comparable to his fist over there. Yeah. And it's going to be great. Like if you do fan moding stuff at home like me, it's going to be great for stuff like that. So you can see it in effect right over here. This is a cog arm that I've created. And you can see that on the bottom, because the foot is a 5 milli. We can just slot that in there. That becomes a nice little chunky fist at the bottom, and that's pretty cool. I had the recent giant combiner. I'm not sure if I've showed it already in terms of sequence, if this will come first or if that'll come first, but that one uses a 6-gun arm, and that would have been cool to have this on the bottom as well. And if your combiner ends up having a peg on the bottom, there's also an alternate. It's the same fist, but instead of the male port, you have the female. Instead of the male piece, you have the female piece. You have a port instead of a peg. And so you can utilize that however you see fit as well. You know what? Hold up for a second. I wonder... Yeah, because right now I have the waist plugged into the fist. But what would happen if... Just want to see, just do a double fist. That's kind of cool, dude. Oh, okay. The fit's a little bit loose, but, you know, it's fine. But yeah, that's kind of cool, dude. Give him like a double fist so you get doubly smacked at once. That's pretty tight, right? And also, like, what was I going to say? Like, I have larger customs where we're using, like, Astro Train as the arm. And this one, the Siacon fist is a pretty good proportion for it. But that fist would have been too large for this, right? And so... the larger arm uses that larger fist, and the medium-sized arm uses that medium-sized fist, and that came out really, really good. Actually, let me try. Not too bad either. Not too bad either. But I think for this large arm, the Siacon fist works a little bit better. So yeah. So for the extra large stuff, we use the extra large arm. And then for the smaller one, we have the smaller fist. And so lots of great different options. And also, if you're making something even smaller, he also has the small size fists as well. And like I said, they're all available on his shop. These are not like shameless plugs or anything. It's just like, imagine just you had a friend and they sell stuff on their store and that's where you got it. Like, why wouldn't you talk about that, right? So yeah. And a lot of times it's funny, I mention stuff like this and YouTube will tag and not necessarily flag, but kind of flag my video and say like, oh, like product placement and stuff like that, but whatever. Oh, wait a minute. All right, I'm gonna keep that fist out because I need it for something. Okay, so now we're gonna take a look at some of the Menasor accessories that he sent me. Should we actually do that, or should we compare the DNA set first? Maybe we'll just compare the DNA set first. And I realized this arm is not really plugged in. Can we get both of them in the shot? I'll try. If I put them further back. All right, that kind of worked out. Got to turn our guy a little bit. Okay, so you can see over here, one of the first things that you see is his thighs have been upgraded. So he's like a little bit taller. And what I'm going to show you a little bit later in the video is actually Punchy has made a thigh upgrader as well. And it's not only does it lengthen the thigh, it's also a converter in that you can utilize the current set of legs. Whoa. This one's kind of splitting apart. I need to screw that together again. But you can utilize the Combiner War style leg too. Maybe I can just show you right now. This, right? You can just slot that in over here. And you'll see, it's gonna look clean. It's gonna look clean. But yeah, that just slots in, and this is gonna be able to slot into the standard Menasor leg. But yeah, so as you can see, the thigh has been upgraded on the DNA set. Another big difference is the chest. The chest over here, he's given a more G1, oops, sorry, I should be pointing at him, a more G1 look, which comes with the raised shoulder bits that this one doesn't have. What else has been upgraded? He has extra big feet, extra boots, and I'm not mad at that, yeah. But other than that, you know, he comes with the sword on the back, and some other accessories that that make the remaining Menasor bits into some kind of weapon. And honestly, I think that thing is whack. I think that thing is pretty whacked. But at least over here, the boots and the thighs and the chest crest, that's pretty nice. That's pretty nice. And so it has nice little, what is it, like waist flaps over here. So in case you wanted more articulation, like, can't get it up, but yeah, this will raise up if you need to, if you're doing some like Haya Kung Fu kick or something. But that's just one of the many options that we have. So in terms of upgrading, and what I got from Punchy's Punchy set is, yeah, this one's kind of coming apart. I gotta tighten that. So you just slide this in just like that, and you can already see the huge height difference between the two, right? And you know what? It might actually make him as tall as the DNA set. Let me actually put him down. And so again, I'm going to move these to the side. I only have limited desk space, so just kind of bear with me. Just slide that in. It's a nice fit, nice and satisfying. You prop him up. You slide that into the back. Oh wait, did I do it right? Yeah. And dude, his stuff is so well designed that like you can even see that there's like this slight angle indent so that when it goes in, this thing can sit on top of it, and it's a nice connection. Like I don't know how Punchy does it, but like he masters the negative space, and negative space means like the empty space that you have opposite of a platform. And I don't know if he's using a 3D scanner or something like that, but everything will just be like super duper smooth, flush, and will just line up correctly with whatever he's building it for. So you can see he's a bit taller. Not as tall as the DNA set, but still, it's not hateful at all. It's not hateful in the least bit. And you're going to see what he looks like when I add these. Yo, these are a trip over here. And if you're wondering what these are, wait a minute. Okay. These are shoulder converters. They're shoulder converters so that you can plug in Combiner Wars arms. It's going to be really, really neat. Let me show you. And by the way, I don't really plug these all the way in. They're pretty snug as it is, so I don't really force it to click, but just because I'm always removing stuff. And you know what? Let's swap out the hands. Let's plug in Punchy's hand. Nice. Let's do that for both sides. All right, cool. So we have that in there. All right, now, so the way this works, let me see if I remember correctly. Yeah, dude, it's so smart. It's so smart. Oh, yeah, no, I'm stupid, dude. Okay. You see that rectangle down over here, right? That's going to slot into this negative space right there. And it's a perfect fit. And it's just wonderfully designed. And so it goes in there like that. And then we have this topper piece that just, wait a minute, maybe I got the wrong, may have gotten the wrong one. Yeah. You see that top bit? It's nice and snug. You bring that down, and we'll do the same for the other side. Dude, this thing slotting into that little space is so satisfying. And you see how there's a little tab right here that pops out? Right there, that little thing? He has a space carved out for it, so yeah, you can just push it all the way in. Then you do that. After you do that, dude, and I'm going to show you, I'm pushing to the back. Do you see that? That's pretty cool, man. That's pretty cool. You can just plug in the Combiner Wars arms. And this is just so you can have a lot of diversity and variety in the way you play with stuff. If you wanted to plug in the standard Menasor's limbs, that would have been fine too. And you know what? Maybe, give me 1 second. Sorry about that. Something was stuck in my throat. Maybe I should have brought the normal Menasor so that we could have seen the proper comparison of colors, but that's fine. That's fine. Dude, I think he looks great. The proportions are phenomenal. Let me try to get him back here with the DNA set so we could take a better look. I'll try to get them closer together. Right? He's not as tall, but like I said, I still think the proportions are really, really good in their own right. And yeah, I don't know, man. I just love having diversity in options, you know, when I'm playing with my toys and stuff. And so these aftermarket kits, whether you're buying from like a third party like DNA, or whether you're buying it from someone like Punch, they're just great ways to spice up your dish, you know? It's just like adding condiments or sauces or spices and transforming your dishes. So, and no pun intended with the transforming part, and transforming your dishes and stuff so you can have new experiences. There's a couple of other things that he also sent me as well. Let me move this guy off the screen. But I haven't found good ways of, like, I haven't thought of a way to use it yet. So it's like these daggers that look like Infinity Gauntlet. Like, if I had jewels, I would definitely pop them in there. That'd be super duper cool. But in terms of like, I mean, of course, you can equip this on somebody's arm, or you can equip this in somebody's hand. But I'm looking at these holes and this peg, and looking at it now, I'm wondering if it would have some utility similar to the Bumblebee bazooka. You know, there's one Bumblebee bazooka that it splits in half, and then there's the handle, then there's a back part, but usually in the front there's a port facing this way. But now we have ports on the side. And so if we're thinking of, oh, you know what? I'm wondering if I were to connect this into, okay, that one's a little tight. And like I said, these are just ones that he printed at home. So if I connect this into this, and I connect the Bumblebee bazooka here, this could potentially plug into like another bot and make like an elongated alt mode or something like that, and kind of act as the tape or the glue. That's kind of cool, dude. Huh. But yeah, when I look at it, just makes me think it's like an, oops, whoa. Just makes me think it's like some Infinity Gauntlet dagger. And yeah, it's pretty nice. I'll think of something. I'm kind of stumped for now, but I'll get to it eventually. But yeah. So some very, very cool stuff that Punch sent me. These daggers, the fists that you see here on Menasor, the thigh extensions, the really, really cool shoulder adapters and converters, the other pair of fists, a really, really, really nice Menasor-like blaster, and yeah, and then you saw Unite Wars Prime. I'm not going to bring him back because his limbs are over here. And then we also took a look at the DNA kit on the Menasor. And yeah, just having a blast. So much fun just playing with my toys and stuff. And so I encourage y'all to do that as well. Play with your toys, be creative, have fun, let go of your stresses. And really, that's what they're for. You know, no matter what age you are, you know. Well, I guess ages 8 and up, according to Hasbro. But yeah, just have a good time, you know? Yeah. So I hope you all have had a good time watching this video. Thank you so much for your generous contribution and donation of time. I have mentioned it time and time again that all the ad revenue goes to support unbound.org and kiva.org. And so you are making a difference with your views. So please continue to help and support the channel. And if you like this type of stuff, subscribe, like, and share, and all that good jazz, okay? Have a wonderful day, everyone, and stay blessed. Bye-bye.